Good morning, friends. It's Miss Amanda from the Belding Library. Thanks for joining me this morning for Storytime. If you have not made it down to pick up your take and make for today's story and activity, I do still have some left, so you can stop by and grab those. Also, STEAM Club take and makes are out on the back ramp, so be sure to stop and get yours. Today from now until 4, and then I will also put out some more tomorrow, also between 9 and 4. So don't miss out on those. The STEAM Club video will go live tomorrow at 4 o'clock, and as always, you can catch the replay on Facebook or YouTube channel. I will be at Beatnik Bazaar this Saturday, so be sure to stop down and see me and pick up a fun take and make for that. And next Monday we have our family night, so Miss Julia has birdhouse take and makes, so stay on the lookout for those too. I think that's it. Let's get ready for story time. Today is actually World Teddy Bear Day, so we are going to read the ever so famous story Corduroy by Don Freeman. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. Then one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost the button to one of his shoulder straps." Poor Corduroy. Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight I'll go see if I can find it." Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto an escalator, and up he went. Could this be a mountain, he wondered? I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain. He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there, before his eyes, was the most amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. "This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace." He wandered around admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed. I've always wanted to sleep in a bed," and he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. All at once, he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button," he cried, and he tried to pick it up. But, like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. He yanked and pulled with both paws until pop! Off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled. Bang! Into a tall floor lamp. Oh. I can't read today, guys. Over it fell with a crash. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his round. Oh my goodness, you guys. So bad. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. "Now who in the world did that?" he exclaimed. "Somebody must be hiding around here." He flashed his light under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all. And there he saw 2 fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the covers. "Hello," he said. "How did you get upstairs?" The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. Either. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store in the morning. And there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. "I'm Lisa," she said, "and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home." "Shall I put him in a box for you?" the saleslady asked. "Oh, no, thank you," Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and along a girl's side bed stood a little bed, just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. "This must be home," he said. "I know I've always wanted a home." Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. "I like you the way you are," she said, "but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened." "You must be a friend," said Corduroy. "I've always wanted a friend." "Me too," said Lisa, and she gave him a big hug. The end. So today for our craft, we are going to be making our own teddy bears. If you stopped by and you got one of our craft kits, then you have everything except for glue and your kit with you. If you did not get one today, then you can always do this at home. We're just going to take brown paint. If you don't have paint at home, you can always use markers or crayons. That was a lot. To paint your paper plate. If you did stop by and you picked up paint from the library and your take and make, this is washable, but still be careful so you're not making a mess. There's Amanda's gonna make a mess today. If you guys have a teddy bear at home or a favorite stuffed animal that you love, be sure to send us a picture so we can see who your friends are. Oh gosh. And then once you've painted your paper plate, we have some ears that you can glue on. I'll put those right at the top. And then there's some smaller dark brown circles that you can glue on inside of there. And there's 2 small white circles for eyes. And 2 tiny brown circles to go inside. And then he's got a mouth. And a tiny little heart nose. And then I'm just going to take some of my extra paint here and give him a nice little teddy bear smile. And there, we made our own teddy bears. I hope you guys had fun with this craft. Be sure to join me next Wednesday for story time also. Bye.